Donald Trump is terrified of being booed in Milan at the Winter Olympics game. He has abruptly canceled his trip to Milan. He was supposed to go today to watch the gold medal matchup in hockey between the United States and Canada, but he was too afraid to travel to Milan because, again, he feared the crowd was going to boo him. He feared that the protests were going to get so big and that he was going to be humiliated, as he is each and every day right now. But he was about to walk in to see the wrath of the entire world. So what was he doing instead? This is what he was doing last night. He hosted a governors association meeting where he just invited Republican governors who were there. He gave a unhinged speech, which I'll point to you in a moment. But could we just reflect for a moment of some of the latest Carnival scenes in Milan right here, of the types of parades we were seeing? Look at the Donald Trump floats right here. Do you see this one right here? Take a look at this float right here. And here's a scene of some of the protests that have been taking place in Milan, even with Donald Trump's presence not there. Here's what was being reported: that he canceled the trip to northern Italy, according to Italian newspapers and confirmed by multiple other sources. He called off this visit. He was afraid of being booed, and now he's going to be here in the United States. So yeah, he was hosting this governors association thing in the White House, which was one of the most unhinged things I've ever seen. He was signing holy Bibles with his name on it, the Trump holy Bibles that he sells for like $65. And Nicki Minaj posted that she got a signed holy Bible with Donald Trump's name on it. Donald Trump was posting images like this instead of traveling to Milan. He said, working with the fantastic governor of Louisiana, Jeff Landry, we are going to send a great hospital boat to Greenland to take care of the many people who are sick and not being taken care of there. It's on the way! Exclamation point. DJT. How deranged and unhinged you are. Greenland doesn't need the United States hospital ships. First off, they have universal health care in Greenland. And by the way, this is like Putin's version of denazification, right? You're just making something up to defame the people and saying, I'm going to fix you, because Donald Trump is a predator. He's a sexual predator. He's been found civilly liable for sexual assault. He's a felon. He's a sociopath. He's a despicable human being. By the way, Orla Jolson, who lives in Greenland, says, no thanks, we in Greenland are healthy. We're doing well, sustained by our own traditional foods, including seal blubber, which is rich in vitamins and nutrients that have kept our population strong for generations. Instead, you may want to focus on the internal challenges in the United States, where many citizens are in need of health care and cannot afford necessary treatment, right? So while Donald Trump has been giving $40 billion to Argentina, and now he's saying he's going to be sending hospital boats to Greenland, he's ripping away health care from tens of millions of Americans here who no longer have health care because he ripped away the Affordable Care Act subsidies. So millions of Americans right now are not going to doctor appointments because they can't afford it, and they're hoping that they don't die. And Donald Trump's response to them, evidently, is that he's sending hospital boats to Greenland, except it's an AI image. And as this account commented, in a post earlier on Truth Social, Donald Trump announced that the United States is sending a hospital boat to Greenland at the request of Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, who is currently serving as the White House special envoy to Greenland, with the post containing a picture of the USNS Mercy. Only problem is both of the U.S. Navy's hospital ships, the Mercy and her sister ship, the Comfort, are undergoing repairs at an Alabama shipyard in Mobile. In other words, Donald Trump is lying about everything. But as the Patriot Takes account said, so Trump's announcing plans to send hospital boats, but they have universal health care there, while Donald Trump has cut Medicaid and ripped away Affordable Care Act plans here in the United States and has gutted Medicaid. And by the way, if you're on Medicaid, you're probably going to lose it after the midterms, because that's when Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans had the cuts to Medicaid kick in to try to trick you, to make you think that they're not taking it away before the midterms, but they just think you're stupid, and they know, and you know what their real plan is because you watch the Midas Touch Network. By the way, subscribe to the Midas Touch YouTube. Look how close we are to 6 million subscribers. I think we can hit 6 million subscribers today. So please, if you can, hit subscribe. Help us get to 6 million subscribers. All right, go into that deranged event that Donald Trump held at the White House, the Governors Association. He starts talking about like Melania being a movie star, and he's like, all these governors and cabinet secretaries are like, I should be the president, not him. I should be the president, not him. Okay, here, play this clip.
I told now I can say my movie star wife, do you believe this? I have to live with now another title. Yeah. She said, well, tell me about the group tonight. I said, well, they're all governors, and just about we have a couple of cabinet secretaries, so we could probably include them. And every time they look in the mirror, every time they wake up or go to sleep, they look at that mirror and they say, I should be president, not him. So I said, despite that, it's a very friendly group. And it really is, too. Many, many friends and very competent people.
Then Donald Trump talks about ballrooms. This is a major priority. Golden ballrooms, apparently. Here, play this clip.
So, and just in closing, I wanted to, you've read a lot. We're building a ballroom for 150 years. They've wanted a great ballroom at here, even a ballroom, not a great one. Just give me a room, because this is a very small room, can hold very small numbers of people. And they've wanted a great ballroom, and we're going to build the greatest ballroom anywhere in the world. There'll be nothing like it. And you're looking right here at the entrance. This is a knockout panel, exactly where the gold curtains are. And when that gets opened, there's a magnificent walkway that goes into what will be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world.
He can't even get the sentence in about Pete Hegseth. I don't even think he knows. I mean, this is not, it's like gibberish what he's saying. Play this clip.
Anywhere in the world, as said by many leaders of the world. And speaking of leaders, we have a great leader, a great military leader named Pete Hegseth, and he is going to say grace. He's a man who turned out